Hey everybody, how's it going? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you what I believe to be our amazing signature scents. So not only do these check the box of smelling amazing, but they also have personality to them. Ever since the first time I tried each and every one of these scents, I have been able to envision exactly the type of person I see wearing it. So if you're somebody looking for a fragrance to match your vibe, trust me, when you find it, and you might find it in this video, it will absolutely elevate your presence. So as always, I'm going to put the discount link for all these fragrances in the description box below and also in the comment section. And it's for global shipping. So it doesn't matter if you're in the US, Canada, Taiwan, Italy, the Philippines, you will be able to get your hands on these bottles and samples of them if you so please. So we're going to start with a fragrance I don't currently have right now, but it's Jazz Club by Maison Margiela. Now, Jazz Club has been a very popular fragrance over the past year or so, and it's marketed as a masculine scent, but to be totally real with you, it is super unisex. In fact, I find Jazz Club to be more women that I know and that I have met wear it than men that I've met and that I've spoken about fragrances to. In fact, I found out about that fragrance from women, and I remember going to Sephora to try it because of hearing about it online. And the girl told me that she herself has a bottle and like half the women at that Sephora owned Jazz Club just because they found it to be super sexy. So ladies, don't mind if it says male fragrance, wear it. Trust me, you're gonna smell amazing. Now, the type of person I see wearing Jazz Club is somebody that has a smooth badassness to them. You know, you enjoy going to lounges, you enjoy going to jazz clubs, like the name implies. And it's just like your fun, your idea of fun is a bit more refined, a little bit more upscale. I'm not saying you don't like to go clubbing, because of course that's really fun from time to time, but maybe a more leisure nighttime, more leisure nighttime sort of vibe is what Jazz Club reminds me of, you know. And if you're somebody that enjoys those type of spaces, you're gonna like that scent. And it's this very sexy, boozy sort of scent. So if you like rum, things like dark liquor, and you want to smell like a really attractive version of that, then Jazz Club is the one for you. All right, next up, we have a bougie fragrance here called Yitzma by Royal Crown. And this is a woody scent, okay? So yeah, the oud here is pretty strong, and this is a fragrance that dominates the room. The type of person I see wearing this is somebody very bold. They don't care if they smell polarizing. They're not afraid to be different. You know, they, of course, typically, here's what I find. People want to smell good, and they also want to stand out and be different, right? But they want all three of those at the same time. With people that are gonna rock Yitzma, you don't care about other people's opinions. It is about what you like, and you just rock it to 100% every single time. So this scent also has some dried fruit in the opening, and it kind of reminded me a little bit of it's a Killian fragrance, Straight to Heaven. It kind of reminded me of that, the dried fruit here, but this is much more of a woody scent. They don't smell the same at all. I just wanted to bring that comparison with that certain note. But Yitzma is definitely a one spray fragrance, and trust me, people across the room will smell you. You don't have to try to be loud with this fragrance. Your presence will speak for itself, just like this fragrance speaks for itself. It's this very powerful sort of scent, very unisex. And the thing is, to be honest, well, yeah, I got unisex, feminine, and masculine here, but when it comes to signature scents, it's all about your vibe, you know? So next, we've got Creed Green Irish Tweed. Until this day, this is still my favorite Creed fragrance. Now, what reminds me of Green Irish Tweed? Honestly, my dad. Like, this just kind of smells like a dad fragrance, or somebody that has just made it in life, you know? Somebody that has just like worked hard, and then they're just like very humbled by it. Green Irish Tweed is something that it's this sort of comforting fragrance. It can be like a sexy scent, but it's just super attractive. It's like this very magnetic scent that when people smell it, they're like, wow, that smells really nice. And for me, Green Irish Tweed is something that I actually like to wear for myself, and it's a fragrance that I wear for me. I don't wear this scent around other people because I just can't stop smelling it. To me, it's very addictive. I love Green Irish Tweed, and I was very late to the game with this fragrance. But yeah, I ended up giving it to my dad, and he smells great. To me, it is kind of like a dad fragrance, but I did make a TikTok video recently about basically trying whatever scent you wanted. And there were a few girls that are like, I rock Green Irish Tweed and it's my guilty pleasure. And of course, skin chemistry is a thing, so it smells different on them than on, than on a guy, than what you would expect. But yeah, just this lovely fragrance that smells like somebody that has made it in life, has very successful, but also very humbled at the same time. All right, next up, we got Mon Guerlain EDP. And to me, this is kind of like the feminine version of my explanation for Green Irish Tweed. They don't smell alike at all. They're not in the same vein, but the type of vibe they give. So with Mon Guerlain, this is more of a feminine fragrance, and there's lavender and vanilla in this scent. And you know what? I'm going to change a little bit of what I said, because to me, this reminds me of like a woman in her prime. Like, you are on top of your shit right now. Like, there is no stopping you when you got a fragrance on like this. It's not your sexy, youthful, long-lasting clubbing fragrance like Scandal by Jean Paul Gaultier. It's not your good girl fragrance that you wear when you're a teenager or in your early 20s. This is something you wear when you are just embodying your womanhood. Everything is just going right for you. You got your shit together, and you wear a beautiful fragrance like Mon Guerlain EDP. This is my favorite Guerlain fragrance. Next, we have, that thing almost, it fell. This is Meliora by Parfums de Marly. Now, when you look at the bottle, you're thinking, okay, this is a feminine fragrance, and it is marketed as a feminine scent. But for all the guys watching, I really think you can pull this off, okay? This smells like red berries and champagne, okay? It's a very fun fragrance, and the first time I smelled it, it just reminded me of the rich aunt that owns a yacht. Like, this is that laid-back, fun person that is just wealthy as shit. It is just like old money, But not anybody cocky, not somebody that's always trying to get attention. They are just naturally people that other people want to be around because they have that sort of energy that's very inviting, and it just makes you want to be yourself around them. Oh yeah, it's so good. Another sort of person or that I envision wearing this, besides the rich aunt, and these people can be synonymous, but when you go to a wedding and there's just like that really fun maid of honor, like the one that kind of is the life of the party, and everyone after the wedding just remembers her and is telling stories about her, about like the after party with her that night, just somebody that's unforgettable, that you had a great fun time with. And when you think of that person, you can't help but smile, and you just have memories that you're never going to forget. So really, really great fragrance, and really works well in the daytime. Absolutely. And of course on boats. If you're going to go on a boat, a yacht, whatever, you wear Meliora. You're going to smell fantastic. All right, next up, we've got Black Saffron by Byretto. Now, this is a unisex fragrance, and it's a leather fragrance. But on top of that, it has that gorgeous spice from the saffron in the opening of this fragrance. And it also has red berries that liven up the scent. And for me, I'm a sucker for almost every fragrance that has red berries, because it just makes me happy when I smell it. So it's a really nice balance of those red berries with that saffron, and then with that leather that kind of comes through in the base of this fragrance. Now, the type of person I see wearing black saffron is just like, honestly, a smooth Casanova. Guy, girl, it does not matter. You are somebody that just effortlessly has game when it comes to talking to somebody that you're attracted to. It is just, like I said, a smooth Casanova scent. You just got it like that. It's just an effortless confidence to you. It's just, oh man, this one smells really good. I have been loving wearing black saffron. And the thing is, this is only my second Byretto fragrance I tried. The first one was Baldy Freak, and I did not like it, y'all. Didn't like it one bit, and it kind of put me off from wanting to try more things from the brand. But I was like, you know what? Let me give this one a shot. I do like Saffron. Some of my followers have told me about it, and I'm really, really glad that I have it in my in my collection, because it just smells so damn good. And with my skin chemistry, it really it really kind of pushes that the red berry scent. So I love kind of having that in the forefront when I'm wearing this fragrance. I can't wait to wear it more this coming December. But oof, yeah, this one's sexy. This is a sexy fragrance for sure. All right, next up, we've got Elysium by Raja Parfums. Please don't roll your eyes at this fragrance. Well, you can roll your eyes at it if you want to. I know the niche heads are like, oh my God, boring. Raja has so many other better offerings that are much more unique. And I get it, all right? But honestly, when I did first wear this fragrance, as I have said in every video, you're going to know what I'm going to say if you've been subscribed, Life of the Party scent. This is just that sort of fragrance that when you go to a party, right? And then somebody sees you, it's like, oh my God, you're here. And then everyone else gets hyped to see you. You know, that is what Elysium does. Every single person that I have worn Elysium around has complimented me several times. Every time that I wear it, I always receive a compliment on this fragrance. And this video isn't compliment centric, but it just kind of, I'm trying to align it with that personality of the person that everyone's always stoked to see. Everybody wants to be around them. You know, they just kind of bring everybody's energy up, and it's just a lot more fun with them. So to me, if that's who you are, if you are that person that, if you're the person that brings basically what I just said, I'm not going to repeat it, but rock Elysium. Okay, so this is more of a fresh fragrance. It is pretty fruity. To me, it smells a bit pineapple-y with like a lemon cocktail. That's what I get on my skin, at least. Oh, damn, this is sexy. Yeah. I love, love, love this scent. Out of all the ones I've talked about so far, this is the one that I've used the most. And I got a couple more here. All right, next. And by the way, this is, I believe, marketed as a more masculine fragrance. But when I wore it, I'm like, okay, you know what? I see it as a little bit more masculine, right? But when my girlfriend wore it, she's this very feminine woman. She finds this to be a very feminine scent. She's like, no, that thing is super unisex. I think it smells better on women than it does on somebody more masculine. So to each their own, I guess. But I love Elysium. Next up is Molecule 01 by Eccentric Molecules. I gotta drink some water, yo. My throat's dry. Continuing. All right, so Molecule 01 is pretty much the face of this whole entire video. This is what inspired this signature scent video, because whenever I look at this fragrance and whenever I wear this scent, nothing else kind of compares to that experience, you know, because this fragrance is something that all 7 billion people in the world could wear, and it would smell different on everybody because it's based on your skin chemistry. It's ISO E Super, so it enhances your skin chemistry, and everybody has their own unique smell, and this just amplifies it to the next level. Now, on top of that, you can layer it with other fragrances to help with their performance. So if you have something weak, like when I mentioned Gris Charnel, right? If you put Molecule 01 on top of that, Gris Charnel will now last you 7 hours. So it does help with the performance. But this is just a fragrance that doesn't smell like a fragrance. But to me, I love it because on my skin, it smells very clean. People have told me I smell really fresh. I've gotten the laundry comment before. And I just really can't get enough of Molecule 01. So this transforms on every single person. So even if you're watching this video right now and you're thinking, I'm going to buy Molecule 01 because I want to smell fresh and clean and all that, very dependent on your hygiene and your skin chemistry. I've had people complain to me before of like, you lied about Molecule 01. It actually smells like rust. And I was like, how many times do you shower a week? You know what I mean? Because, and I didn't actually say that, but like I told them that it is very dependent I was like, spray it on somebody else in your household. So this guy smelled like rust and his girlfriend smelled like copper. That is what he got with this scent. And it can happen that way. So it's a gamble. This is something that I'm not like, oh, everyone has to buy this. You're going to smell amazing. I'm not trying to push it that way. I'm trying to keep it as real as possible. You find out when you try this on your skin what you smell like, all right? And lastly, we've got, where's the name of it? Here it is. Désir Toxique by M. Micallef. Yeah. This is an interesting, unique fragrance. There's a cannabis note for everybody interested in that activity, you know, but there's cinnamon and there's also black currant, which kind of reminds me a bit of blackberries. And then it has some patchouli in the base. So the patchouli is kind of like this dirty, earthy smell. The cannabis, of course, very polarizing. But this is a fragrance that does not push the envelope. This is not something that's really loud, trying to get attention. It's a very intimate fragrance. But wow, if this can work on your skin, you are going to smell fantastic. I have gotten so many compliments wearing Désir Toxique because of those reasons. They're like, wow, you smell good and that's different. What is that? I haven't smelled that before. You know, so on me, the cinnamon and the black currant is what carries. The cannabis definitely takes a back seat. The patchouli also takes a back seat. So this is something you're going to hear a lot of opinions on. I'm sure if you look it up online, you're going to have a lot of people that hate it, that don't understand it. They think it's a mess. But you're also going to have people like me that are like, for some reason, it has a lot of interesting notes that I wouldn't be interested in trying if I read it on paper. But for some reason on skin, it smells fantastic. So there it is, Désir Toxique, all the other fragrances I mentioned. Again, the discount link for them is going to be in the description box and in the comment section, and it's for global shipping, all right? So let me know what your signature scent is in the comment section below. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.